Making meaning out of anxiety. All right, so what is anxiety? Anxiety is fear. It's the sense that there is threat, and that is meaningful. To be clear, we want to be alerted to threat. And I think when in doubt, we should kind of take this position when we're working on our own neurosis, our own psychological symptoms, of looking for meaning in these symptoms. So in the case of anxiety, we want to ask ourselves either, how is this symptom useful for me now? And also, how was anxiety useful for me in the past? And so, for example, anxiety coming up in the present often can serve a purpose that might not be clear at first glance. So, for example, if we have high levels of anxiety, that might be a way to encourage others or to get others to take care of us. And that, again, that's not always going to be the case, but it could be the case. And if you're looking to resolve anxiety, but then there's this benefit to having anxiety that you're not seeing, then the mind will not allow you to bring the anxiety to an end because it's functional and it's of service to you. So that's a good inquiry to make. Like, how is this anxiety serving me now? And really kind of follow the logic of how it's of service. Like, oh, there's a belief that I have, and it also might be a belief that's not based on the reality, or it might really be based on how things actually are in your current life. But it's like, oh, I have a belief that only when I present anxiously will I get any care. And if that's the case, then you just want to see that. And also, to be clear, I don't think that this, applies to everybody. People have anxiety for lots of reasons. Anyhow, moving on. Additionally, with our symptoms of anxiety, we want to see the structures that underlie them and relate back to the past. For example, if there were lots of threats in your early childhood environment, and you could not figure out where they came from, what is most rational, most adaptive stance around the sense of unpredictable threat or threat without clear cause? It's actually, in a sense, paranoia and high levels of global anxiety. And so that and that kind of insight can give meaning to your current anxiety, because in a sense you're largely still moving through your life processing your adult experience through the, we'll call them, emotional learnings of the past. And that's all good and well, and you just want to go back to those old experiences, process them, integrate them, and in a sense actually put them fully in the past instead of bringing them into your present life in a way that distorts and creates problems for you and for others. And to be clear, this is a slow process, and we want to do it through investigation and compassion towards ourselves and our earlier experiences, and not just trying to cram a technique to drop the anxiety down our throats now. No, investigate, and then through this investigation, I generally think something like, in this case, the anxiety, resolves itself if you just investigate it with enough attention and patience.